Person has confirmed that they have started Israel's offensive as the conflict rages between the two sides. Israeli Defense Force spokesperson says that Israel has so far mobilized 300,000 reservists. So Israeli reservists also being pushed into the conflict. Israel says it has re-established control over border communities near Gaza. Remember, Israel has been bombing Gaza as well, and now these reservists are being pushed in to man the different checkposts around Gaza. I'm joined by my colleague Abhishek, who's getting us this piece of breaking news. Abhishek, over to you. Give us the details.
Well, we have seen Israel mobilizing a lot of forces from aerial side also, and all the reservists, they have been also called for the duty. We have seen Israeli people who have been across the world sitting wherever they are trying to reach to Tel Aviv or Israel through various means to join this emergency situation where Israel is trying to defend itself. We have seen bombings happening. It is being reported that about 1,000 tons of ammunition have been pounded over Gaza, targeting several militant organizations or their headquarters. So this is how Israel has been doing counter-offensive for the Saturday's attack by Palestinian terrorists across southern part of Israel. And with the latest skirmishes that continues to go on, and which is expected to intensify further in the days to come, it looks like there is going to be about at least a week. Next week is going to be very intensive in terms of Israel's counter-offensive, and that is one of the reasons why so many people from across the world, Israelis, they have been called for duty, and 300,000 people, the reservists have been pushed to duty to defend various checkposts, various border lines, and other important assets.
Right, but Abhishek, at the same time, one of the biggest concerns when it comes to the current conflict is the infiltration of extremists into Israeli territory, primarily the Jewish settlements that have been established in the Gaza Strip. So to tackling those extremists who may have holed themselves in many of those settlements, to eject them from those areas is going to be a huge challenge, because many of them have infiltrated into Israeli settlements after that initial bombardment coming in from Palestine.
Well, Ashman, the two major challenges that Israel counteroffensive right now faces. First is, of course, the hostage situation. Hundreds of people have been taken hostage, both Israeli military officials, civilians, and foreign nationals. How to evacuate them safely from the clutches of Hamas and bring them back to Israel. The next major target is about those infiltrators who have kind of captured some of the territory where the Israeli settlements were there, Israeli communities were there. How to drive them away, how to arrest them, detain them, or try to engage them in fight. And these are the two issues that also requires a lot of consideration, because a lot of civilian casualties could happen if Israel doesn't plan it very well, and they are anticipating that the Hamas militants can use these hostages or people of Israel, wherever they have captured certain territories, as a human shield to deter Israeli forces from going ahead with full force. So that is the major challenge that Israel is currently facing: how to keep a balance between their counter-offensive against Hamas, how to weed out Hamas, but not inflict any major injury or any major fatalities among the civilians.
Absolutely. That is a big cause of concern, because that initial rocket bombardment created that opening for many terrorists to flood into Israeli territory from Palestine, and they are now holed in many parts of Israeli territory, especially those Jewish settlements in those disputed areas. And as Abhishek is pointing out, multiple hostage situations have been created, and as 300,000 reservists get pushed into Gaza, the urban warfare is only set to escalate between Israel and Palestine.